Yes, I know. Walker, you drive forklifts too? Yeah, I'm a certified forklift trainer for trainers who teach forklift classes 1 through 6. So let's watch me do my craft. We're unloading block. Each one of these is about 2,000 to 2,200 pounds a piece. We got 16 of them. We're going to be using the United Rentals diesel lift, and that's that. I don't know if you're going to be able to get all of it. I'll give you as much as I can. How's that? I'm just going to unload and drive. Easy breezy, baby. Easy breezy. I have to be in the shade. I don't know if there's a better spot. I don't think so. I want to be able to get that other side, but let me think here for a sec, guys. That'll have to work, guys. Here we go. I already did my pre-trip. So obviously we have a capacity plate with all the weights listed. I'll let you guys just read it. I don't want to spit it out loud. This is going to be my side shift. This is tilt up and down. This is up and down on the mast. Emergency brakes over there. And then this is the pedals, brake and throttle. Okay, everything's easy breezy. There's my tractor. Okay, we're going to do a nice, easy, straight back out. And we're going to cut it and get out of here. So I'll let you guys go with me as I do that. So I'm going to shut this off for just a second. I'm going to get a spotter to help me across the street since I'm blind backing across 4 lanes of traffic, or 2 or 3, I don't remember. And then we'll be on it. Sorry, I started backing up without you guys. I told you guys you could come. And that's where I put everything. Telling my buddy where I put everything so he knows, because there's so much pallets here. He might get confused. So now he won't. I'm just hugging this back a little bit. All right. Sorry, that was my dentist. They called. We're just going to back up across the street real easy. Easy backup. They've got a Parker 400 run for UTVs this week, so I didn't want to try to do this by myself. Right where the forklift is, I put everything. Thank you. Alright, so now he's going to know. I'll let you guys see me drive out of here through Lake Havasu, and we'll call this a day. Always gotta work, always gotta work. So I've been driving 14 plus years, million-plus mile driver, blah, 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 blah. Used to be a warehouse manager, supervisor. I've done a lot. Heavy hauled, hazmat hauled. So this is kind of like my semi-retirement phase of my trucking career. So we're just taking it easy, man. Taking it easy. Doing the right things, making good moves. You know, it's nice to be 50 years old and not be forced to do anything, you know what I mean? All right, we got a closed road ahead. What's going on here? We don't want to take out all these cones. Just gonna, instead of trying to drive through there, since nobody was coming, I took the path of least resistance. Those cones, you get them stuck between your tires, they're a pain in the neck, so we didn't want to do that. That was my dentist. They told me to come in. Oh, I'm excited. I gotta go in early, so we will make it happen. We make everything happen. We make big moves every day on this channel. Beautiful Lake Havasu. It's 87 degrees out here, and this is the middle of January, guys. I think today is January 14th. Pretty sweet. I can knock this dentist appointment out, I can hurry up and get home tonight. Oh, this is fantastic. Stars have aligned. Sorry guys, this is all I got going on, you know? I'm not super cool. I don't get to party with the guys, you know? My excitement today is I get to go to the dentist early and my nap will be that much sooner. Oh, old man problems. I love it. What I'm driving is a 2020 Freightliner Cascadia. I'm pulling a 48-foot trailer. Got some kids on these electric bikes, and let me tell you what, as a trucker, these electric bikes are a real problem, man, because these things are so fast and there's so much torque on those things. The game for these kids is to ride wheelies as close to cars as they can, and they don't understand they can get hurt. You know, when you're 12 to 17, you're fearless. I don't know, I see the older kids doing it too. That's why I try not to drive by the middle schools or high school because of those kids on those bikes, man. Some of those things are Ferraris on wheels, man. It's crazy how fast they are. They're only supposed to go like 25 miles an hour or less, but these kids got like, obviously you can see the neighborhood here, so these kids are definitely putting super lithium batteries on their bikes. Those brushless motors can take anything you give them. I don't know if they're doing water piping over here, but I saw a lot of water earlier. So right under that mountain base is the actual lake of Havasu. Again, there's a big event. Side-by-sides are coming out. So there'll be a lot of boats. There'll be a lot of outside activities. Especially with temperatures the way they are. I used to do lives and I had a huge audience, but I kind of gave that up. Can't handle the trolls. I'm sensitive. So at least doing a video like this, when someone comes at me I've already moved on to something else. You know, when they talk to you live to your face, it's hard to let it go. I studied karate for many decades, so it's hard for me to listen to someone smack talk. There's that lake. I knew we'd get to it sooner or later. A few boats on the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see. I actually got alerted earlier. I was driving down the road and a car was passing me and he was honking at me, so I thought maybe he wanted to tell me something was wrong with my truck, but he just wanted me to know he was on my side. So at first I was a little offended that he's blaring his horn at me, but then when I realized what he was doing, I was like, hey man, let yourself be known. That's cool. Nothing like a courtesy honk to let somebody know you're there. Nothing wrong with that. Just when you do it to a truck driver with a loaded truck, you know, we think maybe something fell off or one of my doors is open or something. We're not used to people being that creative. More boats. We got a pontoon boat here maybe, huh? Some of these pontoon boats have like 2 outboard motors on the back, and you know they can fly. You know they can fly. Over here, not this light, but the next light is going to be London Bridge. This was a famous bridge that came from London and was put back together piece by piece in the 1960s. I guess it's got classic bridge value. Lake Havasu is here in the desert. It's a relatively newer city. I guess it could be from the Wild West. So basically the way the water flows, in case I'm just telling you little nothings, is Lake Powell gives it to Lake Mead. Lake Mead gives it to Lake Mojave. Lake Mojave gives it to the Davis Dam. The Davis Dam gives it to the Colorado River there by the Laughlin casinos. And then it moves onward here to Lake Havasu. If you want to catch the beginning, the inlet over here, it's exit 1 on Highway 40. Nice big fish in this lake. Buddy's got a brake light out. That's a Verado 250 Pro Regency Series. Ah, there we go. Bet you that sucker's 60,000 bucks. Oh, I'm thinking old numbers. You know, this is 2026. That's probably 100,000, right? Everything's 100,000 bucks now. Trucks are 100,000, cars are 100,000, pontoon boats, jet skis, everything's 100,000. Man, everything's expensive. Pulled up a little bit, but I was trying to prevent the cars on my right side from passing me because they try to squeeze by, and if they scratch my truck or hit me, I really don't feel like doing an accident report. So sometimes it's better as a trucker just to block them off. Just block them off. Guy probably had his left blinker on, but nobody knows because his light's out. Us truckers, we're observant of everything. We can tell you what's wrong with everybody's car. That Tonka truck right there is a Dodge. And his differential plug is leaking. He probably overfilled it. Those have rubber little boots. I used to run a lube shop. So that takes 75, 140, or you can do 90. You can do 75, 90 in there if you want. You want to put a friction modifier though in the Dodge transmission or Dodge differentials. It's always good to put a modifier in there. my one-touch stop here, guys. Thanks for checking in.